Watching the Warmup presented by your local North Texas GEICO agents. March is upon us, so it's time to get ready for the madness. Girls are at state, boys are in regionals. Let's get you warmed up for a very busy weekend. Another stellar year for girls basketball in the Metroplex. North Texas is sending a state record 6 teams to the Alamo Dome this week from the top 3 classifications. Here's a look at the teams hoping to get fitted for state rings in Class 6A, 5A, and 4A. Let's start off with the state's #1 6A team, the Duncanville Pantherettes. They will be facing off with Converse Judson in the nightcap on Friday. Duncanville has 10 state titles in girls basketball, but to get an 11th, they will have to get past defending state champion Judson. The Pantherettes have been led all season by McDonald's All-American Deja Kelly, and she's helped them get to state by scoring 27 points in last Saturday's 2-point win over Cedar Hill. This will be the Pantherettes' 26th trip to state, and nothing short of a state title will do it for the Duncanville faithful. McKinney finished 3rd in their district, but fought their way through Region 2 to make it to state. Their state run was capped off by a 32-28 win over Plano, who had beaten them the previous 2 times. The Lions' reward for making it to state for the first time in 21 years, undefeated Cypress Creek. They will have to play their traditional tight defense in order to get through to the finals. In 5A, Mansfield Timberview girls are back to state after finally slaying their nemesis, Amarillo. The Lady Wolves' playoff runs the last 2 years were ended by Amarillo. But when Stephanie Mosley hit a shot at the buzzer to win it, Timberview won a state title in 2010, but was runner-up in 2019, 2017, and 2018. They take on San Antonio Veterans Memorial in the late game Thursday night. Frisco Liberty is also used to being a bridesmaid. They finished runner-up in their 2016 and 2019 seasons. Liberty will face first-time participant College Station in the semifinals. The Red Hawks are led by Jazzy Owens Barnett. It would be quite the matchup if Timberview met Liberty in the state final. In 4A, guess who's back? Back again. It's the Argyle Lady Eagles. Argyle did not have as great of a regular season as they usually do, but they rallied behind Riley McKinney to make it back to state for the 7th year in a row and are attempting to win their 6th straight state title. McKinney has scored 65 points in the regional tournament and is on fire. Argyle has won 40 straight playoff games, and they will take on Fredericksburg in the state semifinal. Dallas Lincoln is also at state for the 15th time in school history. They will face Fairfield Thursday afternoon. As for the boys' regional tournaments, we have potentially some of the greatest matchups we've seen in quite a while. Let's take a look at who could be taking a trip to San Antonio.
In 6A Region 1, we have the potential for a Duncanville versus Richardson Part 3. And considering the first 2 games went to overtime with each team winning 1, the rubber match should be unreal. The Panthers have to get past Arlington Bowie, while Richardson needs to beat Odessa Permian. In 6A Region 2, only Metroplex team alive is Wiley. The Pirates are led by Kobe Wiggins and will need him to really step it up if they are to get past 3rd-ranked Colleen Ellison and punch their ticket to state. 5A Region 1, DFW is sending Mansfield Timberview and Burleson Centennial out to Snyder. The Wolves are defending state champs and are led by Joey Madimba. The Spartans are well balanced and are heading to the regional tournament for the first time in program history. 5A Region 2, everyone is anticipating a Lancaster versus Kimball matchup in the final. Tigers have to get past Highland Park, and Kimball needs to beat Mount Pleasant. Both of those outcomes are expected and should set up a matchup between Lancaster's Mike Miles and Kimball's Arterio Morris. That will be high energy for sure. In 4A Division 2, defending state champ Faith Family and Carter could meet up in the final. That one would be an instant classic if it transpires. Other teams in contention for state berths are Argyle, Madison, and Waxahachie Life.
We're not done yet. It's time for the extra point. Lady Raider Lexi Gordon, who had a career-high 5 three-pointers, 30 points, and 11 rebounds in a double-double performance for Texas Tech. Larry Menendez Jr. won his first ever state title over the weekend with Southwest Christian girls basketball. He said, "It was destined before I came here, and it was bound for this school. I'm happy to be a part of what was already going to happen." That's all we have for this week's episode. To stay up to date with all things inside high school sports, follow our social accounts. We have Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. That'll get you ready for the highlight of the sports weekend. Wingstop Inside High School Sports, Saturday at 6:30 p.m. on NBC5, hosted by Pat Doney. Thank you for watching The Warmup, presented by your local North Texas GEICO agents. To find the office nearest you, go to geico.com/DFW. I'm Ashley Billington, and I hope you've gotten warmed up for the postseason action.